Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Kinantira Numpalina and my student ID is 2211031062. And now I'm here would like to present about the fight against stunting, a persistent challenge in achieving global nutrition goals. Next. Okay, so what is stunting? So basically, according to UNICEF, WHO, and World Bank in 2020, stunting is actually a worldwide public health issue that affected more than 1 in 3 children under the age of 5 in 2020. Stunting reflects chronic undernutrition and has long-term consequences for children's physical growth, cognitive development, and future productivity. According to Tristans et al. For year 2022, the immediate cause of stunting is including inadequate long-term nutrition or frequent exposure to repeated infections. And for the long-term effect is including reduced cognitive development, academic performance, increased disease risk, and poor future economic productivity. Next. So the purpose of this study is to explore the main factors that contribute to stunting among children under 5 and to assess how effective current interventions have been in addressing the issue. Through this research, we aim to provide practical, evidence-based insights that can help policymakers and also health professionals strengthen the nutrition and child development programs. Okay, so for the real-life cases, in the global context, according to UNICEF, in the year of 2024, especially in West and Central Africa, East and Southern Africa, and also in South Asia, they continue to experience very high stunting rates, affecting about 1/3 of all children. Globally, the prevalence of stunting declined from 26.4% in year 2012 to 23.2% in the year of 2024, with South Asia showing faster progress in reducing stunting compared to East and Southern Africa and West and Central Africa. However, Sub-Saharan Africa remains the only region where the number of stunted children continues to rise in both East and Southern Africa and also West and Central Africa, with largest numbers reported in South Asia around 56 million and also Sub-Saharan Africa around 62 million. And in Indonesia itself, since I am basically coming from Indonesia, from the past 4 years, coming from 2019 until 2024, actually the number of prevalence of stunting in Indonesia have decreased from 27.7% to 19.8% in 2024. However, in some specific regions, including Nusa Tenggara Timur, Sulawesi Barat, and also Papua Barat Daya, still have an increasing number of children that experience stunting since the very early age. Next. Okay, coming to the factors that affecting stunting, according to Saleh et al. In 2021, factors such as mother's level of education, having an underweight father, and also by playing outdoors on weekends for more than 2 hours were significantly associated with the underweight condition of children, which is stunting. And also the mother's role in child development is vital, starting from the preconception phase, prenatal phase, and also the baby toddler phase. This role is important because failure to grow up can affect the life of the baby in the adulthood. Next slide. Okay, so this is basically the risk factors of stunting that I have found in Azriani et al. For year 2024. It includes the basic risk factors, underlying risk factors, and also direct risk factors. Basic risk factors including the socioeconomic side of the parents and its household, and also the underlying risk factors including the feeding practices since the early age of children, access to health services, and also the environmental and household health. And the direct risk factors including the food intake, the parental characteristic of the parent's age, BMI, and others, and also how the health experience from the child, including the diarrhea, fever, infection, and etc. Next slide. And how to prevent and solve these issues. So, according to WHO in 2024, the community programs need to build to ensure the household access to proper sanitation, availability of clean water and diversified foods, poverty reduction support for families in need, education on how to feed young children and protect them from infection, and adequate accessible health services to prevent and treat infections can collectively reduce stunting in population. And for the Indonesia context, according to Fahmida et al. In year 2022, in 2017, the government of Indonesia announced stunting reduction as a national priority and identified 100 villages in 10 districts as stunting prioritized districts. These 10 districts were selected based on number and prevalence of stunting in under 5 children and the poverty rate of the country, which is Indonesia. Okay, so that's all that I could deliver regarding the topic stunting. I hope you guys could learn any materials, any insightful information from this topic. Thank you so much.